Hi, and welcome to the podcast.
Wow.
This is the Yeah Maybe podcast, brought to you by Water. My name's James, and this is my co-host, Lee.
Hey.
We could do that. Whoever's announcing is the host.
Okay.
Wait, I have to lead this?
It's fun hanging out.
Yeah, totally. Maybe I'll see you at school.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, we could always do our peek and pit.
Oh, we should do our peek and pit.
Yeah.
Never mind. Let's screw this how was your day
Yeah.
thing.
And then if it's in the morning, just yesterday's peek and pit.
I love that.
Okay, well, what's your peek and pit? Yes, the peak's atop of a mountain, pit is in the peach.
Can you give them an actual description of what you're asking me?
Your highs and low of the day. Like a peak and in a pit in the ground.
So what we like to do.
So I got this.
You don't.
The high is when you were feeling on top of the world, and your pit of the day is when you felt like you were in the ditches.
Okay.
So Lee, when did you feel high today?
Hi.
Yeah, high.
My peak today.
No, let's do pit first.
My pit today was meeting with an accountant for my business finances. I cried and I was scared and uneasy. My peak was probably the workout I just did. But also I cleaned up the fridge today, gave her a nice wipe down and organize, and that was super satisfying too.
Nice.
I also cleaned the studio and repotted some plants. I can't pick a peak.
I think it's more okay to have more than one peak.
Okay, I repotted that plant right there and took a couple babies out that I
That
gave
looks
to Ellie.
good.
Yeah, it's looking
Yeah,
fresh.
all those shelves look good.
Yeah, I gave him a nice clean.
Yeah.
So that was really sick. James, what was your pit? And then tell me what was your peak.
Oh, my pit
Today.
for the day. Mine's so lame.
Okay, let's hear it.
After lunch, I felt more tired than I would have liked to.
Yeah, I don't like that though. That's an underrated pit, I think.
Possibly. Well, but my peak was going to be I took a nap.
You did in your car?
Yeah. It was like 30 minutes.
Okay.
So I hit my low and then I went straight up to the top.
All right. Okay.
That was it.
Your peak was the nap.
Yeah, it was so good.
Nice.
It was much needed too.
cool.
Yeah. I also own my own business, so sometimes I'll take a nap.
I did not take a nap today, but I was super tie-tie, but I made a matcha, so...
Yeah, I don't work from home. I have like a real job.
I don't.
No.
I play board games for a living.
Yeah, online.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any fun plans this week?
I'm getting a tattoo tomorrow. You might have thought I was getting it today because I told you that.
Yeah.
But I had the day wrong. It's tomorrow, 2:30.
Nice.
Yep. I don't really know if that's fun or not. It's a kind of scary situation for me personally.
Why?
Not knowing what the artwork looks like before I get there, and then I get scared that I'm going to have to tell the artist I don't want it.
Yeah, I get that.
So, do you have any fun plans this week, James?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I'm going to Kings Island this weekend.
What's Kings Island?
Kings Island is a amusement park in the Cincinnati area.
You don't say.
I do. It's the day for like P&G employees and their families, and I have a friend who I helped who got me a ticket, so the lines will be really short.
Just to be
and
clear, I always get the ticket that James is
Well,
taking.
I didn't take it. It was given to me because I'm helpful. You didn't help.
I was there.
For some of it. Just in case that anybody does see this, it's kind of late. So
We just ate pizza. It's 9:31 p.m. on a Wednesday. For the listeners, we're sitting at a desk at
Gosh.
night.
Yeah, it's dark outside.
It's dark
In here.
and it's nighttime.
Yeah.
The lighting is orange.
But we do anything for the people.
I'll do anything for anyone.
Yeah, that's not true.
I'm so happy you guys tuned in tonight. Feel free to email us.
This live podcast.
So you want to get into the opinions? Did you
No.
note any? No.
I'd
Okay.
rather not.
Okay, you
yeah.
want to tell me about food poisoning?
I can tell you about food poisoning.
James has this really cool relationship with food poisoning.
I don't think it's cool at all.
It started only 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, I think that's right.
He made the most irresponsible decision that's changed his life for the long haul.
To be fair, you might not even know this. I've definitely had food poisoning before that.
Like how many times though?
At least 2 or 3.
Like that's a normal amount.
Yeah.
I'm only saying normal because since 4 or 5 years ago, since that one day where he made the worst decision of his life, he's had food poisoning 2 to 3 times a year.
Yeah.
2 to 3 times a year.
I've at least had it twice within the last, I'd say, 4 months.
It's
now.
coming at an alarming rate. So can you tell the people about the first day this happened to you?
Yeah. So look, I'm not one for things to go to waste. So I got some was it bibimbap? It's technically bibimbap.
Technically, but the
place is called Bibimbap.
Bibimbap, which is dumb.
Yeah, but it's bibimbap and there's beef in it and I ate it. Were you laughing or making a noise?
I was laughing.
Okay. Sorry, I got allergies.
That was gross.
I was going to sneeze if I didn't do anything.
Like, it sounded like you faked that.
But I had something with beef in it and I ate most of it. My nose is so itchy. I then left it out for a night at work. And then I came back the next day.
And where did you work at that point?
I worked at Walmart.
In what department?
The automotive. So it was in the shop.
In a garage.
Yeah. Anyway. But I then came in the next day and I said, ooh, my food. And I microwaved it because I thought that would make it safe again. And I ate it. And I was wrong. I got sick. And,
okay, that was like, of course you got food poisoning.
Mm-hmm.
That was a oopsie moment. You learned from it. But the times since then have been a little shocking.
Well, not all of them. So like there's
No?
been at least like 2 or 3 times. It's just from me undercooking food. Usually pork. Pork's not great for you.
I'd like to start a petition for James to stop eating pork.
So you know how, what's it called? If you eat undercooked trigonosis or something?
Trigonometry?
Nope, that's something different. Trigonosis, though, I think is something where like you can go crazy.
Hypnosis?
No. Let me Google it real quick.
Google it.
Trigonosis. Trigonometry came up first. A disease caused by
Trigonometry.
trichinae, typically from infected meat, especially pork, characterized by digestive disturbance, fever, and muscular rigidity. But that's why like certain religions don't eat pork, because like I think way back when they would eat pork and people would like get all messed up. So they're like, yeah, no more eating pork, which I get. Anyway, I still do. But like I've also gotten food poisoning from like lettuce. That's a thing.
That's where I got my first food poisoning experience from.
What was the most recent one?
You had
Sushi, I think.
Sushi.
I think I had sushi or river water.
Like you said, I think I had sushi or river water.
River water. I had a Berkey water bottle and I went camping and I was like, cool, put some stream water in it and drink it just cause.
And if you don't know what a Berkey water bottle is, it's supposed to filter out anything and make the water drinkable pretty much.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. Yeah, that's how often it happens. Though.
There's also one story I'd like to bring up. One time when James and I were living together in a different house. 4 or 5 years ago, James was eating Reese Puffs.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't know. He was talking to me about how many bowls of Reese Puffs he had that day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I was even home, but I came home.
You weren't.
I came home on one of the last bowls. Like he was finishing the box of Reese Puffs that he had just bought.
I had 3 bowls of Reese Puffs in that one day.
He's eating this last bowl. I'm home and he looks at me and he says, I don't know why, but I think Reese Puffs taste different now.
Yeah, I did think they tasted
And
different.
I said something along the lines of, what milk are you drinking? Because I knew I had some milk in the fridge that was old.
I remember you asked me, "Did you buy milk?" And I said, "No,
That's what I said.
I didn't." She's like, "That milk's old." I was like, "Is it?" I'd had 3 bowls of it.
3 full bowls.
Yeah,
Like
and
James's bowls of cereal are like,
And I drink the milk. I'm a cereal eater that drinks the milk. So I drank 3 bowls of bad milk.
but just to be clear, he did not get
I
food
did not
poisoning
get
that
sick.
time.
No.
He did just down 3 huge bowls of spoiled milk.
It couldn't have been too spoiled though.
It smelled bad. I had him smell it and he was like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't have a good sniffer. It's never been good. I'm not good with taste either. It's funny though, because like I have really good vision and hearing. That's why.
What?
Because I can't smell or taste, but I can see and hear.
So your
A superhero.
2 senses were weak, and so your other ones were like, well, we better
Step up our
compensate
game. Yeah.
for this weakness.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because I do have good hearing and eyesight.
Such a bragger. I did want to jump back to the food poisoning, and I'd like to know if anyone else gets food poisoning as much as we've said that James does. That's 2 to 3 times a year
Yeah.
where you're out for 1 to
2 days.
3 days.
It
1
was
to
like
2
2 and a
days.
half days. That
Okay.
was the only long one I had.
Just curious. I don't know
Ooh.
anyone else personally who gets poisoned as
Me
much.
either. I don't. Lee did look it up though, and apparently once you start getting poisoned, you're doomed.
You keep getting poisoned.
You keep getting poisoned.
The poison won't stop coming.
Yeah, and you get brain damage.
Yeah, you can get brain damage and you're more susceptible to parasites.
I believe it because my head hurts so bad when I get food poisoning. Like I see colors.
That's honestly becoming your biggest flaw in your
I
life.
think I see demons when it happens.
Oh, wow.
Color demons. What if that is me? I can see into a different realm.
Yeah, what if?
I wish people could see my hand.
Why?
It was like in a fist.
You can show them.
Yeah. Also, I throw up really, really loud.
Oh my gosh.
It's like yelling at the top of your lungs while food's coming out.
My camera's not recording the audio. I'm just going to try and plug it in so...
Yeah.
match up to something.
Well, and technically, if for some reason... Okay, that's all it was. Yeah, it should be fine. What the heck is happening? Well, for all you audio listeners out there, Lee just unplugged the camera. Not unplugged it, but like took the battery out and dropped it. And now she's putting another battery in. So you guys are just going to have to hold on for a minute. Looks like the screen's coming back on. I'm inverted. There we am. There I am. And we are back in business. But yeah, I throw up really, really loud.
Yeah, it's like what you would imagine loud throwing up being like.
Yeah, but that's the only setting I have.
He doesn't have any volume control.
I wish I could hear it from a third person point of view.
I can take a video sometime.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll come up. Lee throws up really, really quiet though.
I can make it silent if need be.
She's like, bleh.
There have been very, very few occasions where I've uncontrollably made a noise. I prefer not to make a noise.
It seems unfathomable to not make a noise. My
Yeah.
whole body turns into like a cinder block of muscle pushing it out of my body. But yeah, leave it in the comments below if you get food poisoning
Or know anyone.
or know anybody that gets food poisoning let's say 3 times a year. I'm probably up to 3 times a year.
Yeah, you've had it.
It's getting more frequent.
It's getting worse. And also comment if you think James should stop eating pork.
To be fair, I don't eat a lot of pork.
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
It's those special occasions that really bring you down.
Yeah, I guess that's even the more concerning part.
Yeah.
I don't eat it a lot, but when I do,
Things go wild.
I guess I could just always eat some if I want a day or two off, you know?
Thank you.
All right, let's end the podcast.
Okay, great.
Just kidding. Toady. Oh, he's such a good doggy.
And for all you listeners, James is scratching Toady above
you have
the
to say,
nose.
for all of you audio listeners out there,
What if they're just a video watcher, but they're more of a video listener?
look at the video now. And what you'll see is Toady getting his head
James's
scratched.
big paw scratching Toadie's face by his nose.
Right in between his eyes.
He likes that.
Yeah, he does. So what we're going to do is going to go over some unpopular opinions. But we couldn't think of our own.
Well, we didn't even try to think of our own.
Sure we did.
No, we didn't.
Excuse me. And these are just technically unpopular opinions I'm going to read off. We don't necessarily agree with them, but we're going to see how we feel about them.
And that is a disclaimer for everyone out there.
I don't want people getting the wrong idea.
I want people getting the wrong idea.
So let's start with, ew, who thinks this? Vegetables are better than dessert. I just don't think that's possible.
In what way, though? Better for you?
Take it how you want. What is wrong with some people?
I'm not sure.
French fries and cereal are only good when they are soggy.
No.
Soggy fries?
Some people like wiggly fries. I'm way, way, way on the crunchy side.
Yeah, absolutely. Soggy just from like oil and being fried?
And I'm also a dry cereal eater, which I think is also an unpopular opinion.
Dry? Like
I'll
even out of the
snack on dry cereal.
cereal soggy either. I like crunchy cereal even when it's in milk. I try to eat it quick enough so that it doesn't get soggy.
There's certain cereals that I like when it gets like milky,
Yeah.
but not soggy. Like I don't want it deteriorating in my spoon.
I think part of cereal is the crunch to it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody out there is a weirdo.
Whoa.
Also, if for some reason any of these you really, really relate to, feel free to leave a comment. Also,
You just called whoever agrees with that one a weirdo.
well, maybe they're okay with it.
I think I'm a weirdo, so
I'm okay with it too.
it doesn't feel like you are though.
I'm just being nice. But also, you can comment more than once on a video, just so you know.
Yeah, what I like to
Kellyanne.
do... Oh, that's my mommy. What I like to do is comment once, and then as the video continues, reply to my own comment like a live chat.
Yeah. Like having a conversation with yourself.
Right. Because I never remember everything I want to comment at the end of the video. So I got to do it in real time.
I think this one's interesting. Getting presents is more stressful than it's worth.
I agree with that 100%.
I hate getting presents and having to be like,
hate.
oh my gosh, thank you so much.
So what's really special about me is that I don't do that, and I just make people feel bad.
That's not special.
Well,
It's
depends
different.
on what you think special is.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I'm really hard to get gifts for, and my mom has noticed this about me over my life. And when I was young, she was like, you need to tell me if you don't like stuff. So now my job as a gift receiver is to open things and then say I don't like them, because I don't want it to be saved.
I think
and
I've
neither does
seen this happen.
neither does she. She would prefer me to say it, even if it makes her feel bad, because she doesn't want the thing.
I'm pretty sure I've seen your mom and you do that.
Yeah.
Like your mom was literally like, do you like it? And you're like, no, actually, I don't.
It's not that
She's like, that's fine.
Yeah, it's not that it's fun for us, but it's definitely something we do, and it's really not fun for me.
I mean, what's the point in keeping it if you don't like it and it is able to
Right.
be returned?
I just feel guilty because I know she tried to buy something and like went out and spent time and picked it and wrapped it,
Yeah.
which was so nice.
Yeah. To be honest, whenever my mom does get me something,
You keep it.
yeah, and I like it. I think because my mom gave it to me.
She gave you that Tervis you didn't like.
Oh, the traveling one?
Yeah, and the traveling Tervis. His mom gave him this Tervis, and if you don't know what Tervises are, they're cups. Insulated plastic
Yeah,
cups
yeah,
with
yeah.
little dorky designs in them. No offense if you love them. And it was like black and white layered pictures of cities, just like
every
Tokyo
city,
and Paris and London,
yeah.
and just like Times New
New
Roman distressed text
Yeah.
of just the city names collaged.
Yeah.
And at that point, James had never left the country.
No. But now I like it. I don't know where it went. I probably have it in a box somewhere. But look at me block your face. But I like it now because it's funny.
Yeah.
Because I think Lee would use it.
I used it
around
for
the
a long
house.
time.
Yeah. But yeah, ultimately, I think I do like gifts. Is it more trouble than it's worth?
It's more trouble than it's worth for me. I'm a really picky gift receiver.
I guess I don't care one way or the other, so it's not more trouble than it's worth.
Fine.
Fine. You are the reason your life has turned out as it has.
That's unpopular?
I don't know. I can never tell which way. Maybe because people in their outside circumstances, like out of their control, they think that shapes it, but this is saying your actions and your choices shape your life.
I don't think it's solely your own actions and what's the other thing you said? What James said. I don't think it's solely that.
You don't think it's solely one or the other, like outside actions and your own, I guess.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's a lot of other uncontrollable factors too.
Yeah. I think I do agree with it. Just based off the idea, like, let's say you get in a car accident, it's now your choice to decide, I guess, how you take it from there.
Yeah.
But the car accident is changing your life.
Yes. And I think you can mold your life by how you react to things and your perspective. So like your perspective can decide how your life goes.
Yeah.
Even if things happen to you that aren't ideal, your
Yeah.
perspective can make it better.
Yeah.
So that does control a
Yeah.
fair amount.
But if you get hit in like a bad car accident and like can't walk.
That's out of your control.
Yeah.
Even perspective wouldn't improve
But
that.
then you can become a motivational speaker.
Yeah, but like you could have done that before too.
No, you couldn't, because through the situations in your brain, now you can. Yeah, I think...
Like a tornado could come take your house down.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Here?
Mm-hmm. I didn't decide for a tornado to come over.
A tomato?
A tomato? A tornado?
I think having the mindset that the phone said, what, your own actions or your own thing?
No.
I'll read it again. It's late.
Whatever that phone
You
said.
are the reason your life has turned out as it has. Yes, I think that's a good mindset to have.
Is it good?
Well, so hear me out. It depends. Depends if your mindset's good or not. I think it's a good thing to have because then you won't blame outside things in your life and you'll take accountability and try to correct it or make the best out of it.
It also gives you an idea of I'm controlling this and my
Mhm.
life is not controlling me.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, all these things are happening to me and I have no say in what's happening or how it'll end up.
Be like, but actually I can control this, this, and this,
Mhm.
and could lead me down a better path.
Yeah, like all the things you can control, do it.
Yeah. It's more of a perspective than a truth for me.
Yeah, I think that's a good perspective to have, but I guess it could also be bad if you're really hard on yourself and you're like, this is all my fault.
Yep.
That's like when you said, like, I don't know if that's good. I was like, yeah, that's where it would not be good.
Mm-hmm.
If you're like, everything bad that's happening is solely my fault. I'd be
And the
like,
next
oh,
thing that's
no.
going to happen to me is going to be my fault.
Yeah, but yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, it's just how you look
It's
at it.
a double-edged sword.
Catch-22.
It's a catch-25.
I don't know what a catch-22 means.
Me either. That's why I said 25.
It's just okay, is a paradox situation from which an individual cannot escape because of contradictory rules or limitations. The term was coined by Joseph Heller, who used it in his 1961 novel Catch-22.
Thanks, Joseph.
Okay, here's unpopular relationship opinions. If you give up, it means you never wanted it. I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true either.
All right, great. I think they think that because how they feel after. But in the moments of them being in a good relationship, that's what they wanted. People can change into a person that you don't want to be with.
Wow, I forgot we were talking about relationships. I was like, why is he going down a relationship path right now?
Gosh. Yeah, so I think you could have wanted them to begin with, but then imagine if somebody becomes lazy, complacent, and mean, then I don't want to be with them.
And like, you don't even know, typically don't know someone that you're getting into a relationship with. A typical relationship doesn't start from a friendship. It's like, hey, we just met, we're interested in a romantic relationship.
Yeah.
These couple weeks I've known you make me interested. How would you even know?
Yeah, and I guess like, okay, I'm jumping around here.
You've been jumping around this whole time.
Oh, here's one that I agree. I think most people agree with it now. The show Friends is overrated.
Yeah, I think a lot of people agree with that.
Yeah, I think over time people have decided that.
As it's become more dated, it has a lot of offensive jokes in it.
Yeah, I wouldn't know because I haven't watched it then or now.
I have watched it. I mean, there's still people who watch it die hard, like their comfort show.
What, you mean weirdos? Sorry.
Oops.
Oops. I think the other problem was like nobody had ever seen really good sitcoms, and now like The Office and Parks and Rec, basic really good sitcoms. Like compare those to Friends.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely it's a different style.
Yeah,
I
one's
think.
good, one's bad.
Wow, I wouldn't have put it that way, but
I did.
For all you listeners out there, James won't stop rubbing his eyes. He looks like he's trying to push them into his skull.
I'd love to.
Okay.
Gosh. Anyway, Friends sucks.
Okay.
Okay. Ketchup should be fridge cold. Thoughts?
I actually like it warm, room temp.
Ooh. Wait. I feel like that's the unpopular opinion.
Why
To
is
like it room temp.
No, all the restaurants have ketchup sitting out the table.
Oh, you're
at
right.
Room
I'm
temp.
so smart.
Can we also talk about the website that James is on is called legit.org.
It's legit.ng.
Whoops, I can't read.
Yeah, she's illiterate.
What's NG?
I have no. I'm not gonna lie. That's
Not
what
gonna?
it is. Yeah, not gonna.
I'm legit not.
Wow,
gonna.
one of these says mashed potato, no S, is the most disgusting thing ever invented.
Whoa, most disgusting thing ever invented?
Ever
No.
invented.
I don't like mashed potatoes, but I don't think it's the worst thing ever
What's
invented.
What's the worst food ever invented?
The worst food ever invented would be cranberry juice.
I don't think it's that bad.
I've really come around to it, actually.
Lee would be drinking it, and then I'd be like, ooh, could I have a sip? And then I take a sip and go, that's good.
We're not talking cranberry juice with any sweetener. We're
No.
talking raw, unsweetened,
We talking that
concentrated
street cranberry juice.
Street
that
cranberry
raw
juice.
stuff. It's just cranberries.
because I tend to get
Cranberries.
UTIs. So
Ew. You
what?
can't talk about that.
You
on
get to
here.
talk about food poisoning.
You should have to bleep that out.
You bleep yourself out.
Bleep bleep.
Thank you.
But yeah, I think it's always funny when she's drinking it, and I'll be like, "Oh my gosh, I love cranberry juice," and then I take a sip, and it tastes wild. I don't think it's that bad though. So you think the worst thing ever invented is cranberry juice?
I mean, I don't want to bring up olives again, but
Olives are the worst thing ever invented.
we're talking food, right?
Huh?
You said food, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Olives are food. What are you talking about?
I could probably pick Mountain Dew.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I kind of like Mountain Dew. I'm not
Okay,
saying
unpopular opinion. Here's one.
Oh, okay.
All mine. Soda sucks. Soda is pointless.
Pointless. And I don't know if you're trying to get bloated. Man, I need a good bloat.
I need a good belch. I need a good sugar belch.
Man, my stomach feeling too relaxed.
My stomach feeling too empty
I
of
need
bubbles.
it tight, but like this.
Yeah, I don't like soda.
I understand what you're saying. I like the occasional sip.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'll have an occasional sip.
Yeah. I'll tell you what's even more useless in my opinion.
Ooh.
Diet soda.
Diet soda.
I think that's even worse in my opinion.
I could see that too.
That diet soda is actually pointless. Unless I guess you like the taste or whatever, but like
Just drink the real thing.
yeah, you're just drinking fake chemicals now, and your body doesn't know what to do with it.
I think this is our first actual controversial opinion we've brought up.
So good, 50 minutes in. So why would your body know what to do with chemicals that are in diet pop?
I mean,
people call it pop here.
I don't do that. I'm not from here.
I'm from Cincinnati, and like in Cincinnati, people will call it pop. Like everything's pop.
Everything.
But yeah, it's a bunch of ingredients that your body's never heard of, and then you drink it, and it's like, I'm gonna turn that into a tumor. Like,
Wow.
what? I don't know how the actual science works.
Me either. Aspartame is a pretty wild thing.
All I know is people say aspartame kills. So
It's pretty wild. I don't know a ton about it, but I do think it is wild, to say the least.
yeah, take that with a grain of salt. I'm sure we do have more unpopular opinions.
We definitely do.
We
I think we
definitely
talk
do.
about this a lot. We actually need to brainstorm on this.
Yeah.
Anything about squatting?
I am thinking about squatting. I really was. As long as you're able, if you're listening to this podcast on the internet, you should do one squat. And then when I say do one squat, I mean like sit as low as you can in your squat. And then do that every day for the rest of your life.
It's very good for you.
It is. So like the way people used to sit down and like chill is they would squat and they'd sit in a squat.
Right.
And now people use chairs because they're soft.
Well,
We're both in chairs.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think you should squat more. That's not the controversial opinion.
So James has very strong opinions on this. Mine isn't as strong, but I do agree.
Look,
Looking,
and for all you listeners,
listening.
Some people will say, based on your build and your body type, you can't squat to like depth.
What does to depth mean?
To depth, even to me, is like parallel or below. Like, I think below is good for mobility reasons, not for like strength building. But
Parallel to...
your femur parallel to the ground.
Okay.
When you're doing a squat. I think everybody can work to the point where they can go past parallel, which isn't necessary, but like some people, Josh, say you can't, or like certain people can't, the way their body be set up, and where their pelvis is. And I say no.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He didn't say, yeah, maybe.
No.
He said,
I say no,
no.
Definitely.
Whoa.
Yes.
Our anti-podcast.
We should have a segment called No,
Definitely.
But
that also sounds like yes.
no. What?
No, definitely sounds like yes. Like, no, definitely.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I think people should squat more. They can squat deeper, and everybody who's listening to this should stand up and squat once, and then put in the comments how it went.
And you're not going to do it for the people?
You want me to do a squat?
You're asking everyone else to do it.
I'll do a squat.
So James is behind me doing a full squat. As you can see, it is cheeks to the floor with this guy. He's got long legs and they fold up like little accordions. Oh, sure. So now we are seeing a side profile of James doing a squat, cheeks to the floor. He's sitting down there getting good mobility. Heard one ankle crack. Nothing wrong with that. James is going to be doing a pistol squat behind me. He's getting warmed up, making a couple sighing noises. He is balancing on his left leg, I believe. Not really. There he goes. He's down on the ground. He's grunting. He didn't make it. He's coming back to his seat now. I'm glad that we did that. It felt like a good move for that segment.
Yeah, everybody should go do a squat. If I had to put a comment for mine, I would say 10 out of 10. I love to squat. If I could, I'd keep going. Are you winded?
No?
Me either. Well, we should find a way to wrap this up.
Find a way. I'll give you away.
What?
Free James. I'm giving him away.
No.
No.
Yeah. Do you know any jokes?
Yeah. Maybe.
Do you want to tell me one?
Sure.
We should both bring a joke to the podcast.
I don't like that. How
That's
about you? That can be your thing.
I can bring a joke.
I don't really like the jokes.
Do you want me to say my favorite one?
Sure.
You already know it.
Are you nervous?
No, I just love this joke.
Oh, you're getting fired up. Don't put your eyeball on the mic.
For all you audio listeners out there, I just dug the microphone into my eye.
Not just his eye socket.
It fits. So my joke is, why did the Scarecrow win the Nobel Prize?
Oh, I like this one. You want me to say it?
Let me repeat it.
Oh, sorry.
Because I was interrupted.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yeah. Why did the Scarecrow win the Nobel Prize?
You didn't finish it?
No, you say, I don't know. Why?
Oh, I don't know.
No. Why did the Scarecrow win the Nobel Prize?
I don't know. Why did the Scarecrow win the Nobel Prize?
It's a Nobel. Because he was outstanding in his field.
Ooh, I actually like that one.
That's my favorite joke. Like, if I had one more joke for my life, that's it.
It has really good vibes.
So I've been your host today.
And I'm his co-host. Lee.
I'll say it.
Oh.
And she's the co-host. That's Lee. I'm James. This is the Yeah, Maybe podcast. And we appreciate all you visual and audio listeners and viewers out there.
If you're a video watcher who just listens to the audio, I'm with you.
Look at us now.
Oh.
I am the only one in focus. I think you're really blurry.
This whole time?
Maybe. There hasn't been a square around my face this whole time. I think it's since I came back from the squat.
Yeah, you've been a little closer. Now it's me.
But we'd like to thank everybody for...
We'd like to thank our sponsor, Water. Peace and love.
Peace and love to everyone.
Thank you, Water. We love you.
Oh my gosh, it's 10:20.
It's 10:20. I must go to bed. Thank you for watching, everyone. We loved having you on the show.
Yeah. Do you want any impressions?
Yeah, can I get Scooby-Doo? That got a little it.
Yeah,
there.
I can't do it right now.
Okay, just say like Raggy or whatever.
Raggy. Oh.
You sound like it.
Oh. What's that? Oh, Georgie. I can't do it. Okay.
Well, I didn't.
Do you have any other ones?
Sure.
It doesn't have to be one that I'm good at.
Well, I thought of Tiny Tim, which isn't really an impression. That was just what I thought of first.
God bless us, everyone. He says that.
I know he does.
Oh. He's from the movie Christmas Carol.
Can you do Scar?
Yeah, I can. Only thing I want to. Okay. Would you? Wait. The future is littered with something. Beware. All right, thanks everyone.
Thank you for coming to our podcast.
All right, goodbye.
Please come again.
Goodbye. I'm gonna sneeze.
Whoa, and that's that.